Ah.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Tactical Devils. I'm your host, Jarvis Cocker, as usual, and with me tonight I have my good friend Stu Woolley in the house, and a lot of people have tuned in already. I see Danny B is in the chat coming in and say, "Big up, Jarvis! Hit that like, everybody! Yes, smash that like." Roshmano, my good friend, coming in. The Ligt and Bruno, superb again.
They were.
Bruno, you know, wow, Portuguese Magnifico. DP comes in with a tongue twister. Likes are for smashing.
Yes.
Goes
Smash
the other
those
way.
likes.
Mr. Potus 5000. Big up, everyone. Don't forget it was against one of the worst teams in the Premier League. Leicester bring nothing to the pitch. Yes, that's true. It's true. Leicester was poor. I agree with that, but we will go through it. Johnny Kermode is in the house. He comes in and say hello. Good evening, all, and welcome to you all. Yes, welcome. Thank you, Johnny K, for welcoming everybody. Leo Driscoll is in the house. Hope heaven okay. It did look good. Yes, I think heaven was brilliant today. And Tualumba Piri is here. Big up Jarvis and Stu. And Wootinator comes in. Evening all. 13 likes already. 25 people watching. So smash the like while you're at it. So let's go with a good start. So yeah, let's go to the tactical board. I drew up a couple of things. We can go through Stu together and talk about it. Okay. Yes. Oh. What do I have here? Yes, I set up the press play. I don't know if you noticed, you, but when we played out, Lindelof was inverting into the midfield, gave us an extra man, and Heaven and the Ligt was wide, and Onana was like a third centre back playing in between. But for me, I think the biggest problem was we didn't play as we want to do. Into the wide centre backs and try to find passes in centrally. I think Leicester was aware. They were Ndidi and Sumario was pressing really high. They were compact centrally. So we ended up playing it out to the wing backs, and it wasn't really successful. Sometimes we lost the ball, other times we hoofed it up. Good for us. We had Højlund today, and Højlund was actually good. He was on the ball, and he received the ball and managed to lay it off to Bruno and Eriksen a couple of times. Created, for example, runs from Dalot and Eriksen. So we created chances this way, and on the other side with Bruno and Garnacho. So I think the game plan was quite simple. Nothing extravagant, nothing fancy. But for me, I think it was okay. But as Mr. Potus 5000 said, Leicester is one of the worst teams of the league. So Stu, let's get your instant reaction on the game. How did you see it?
Yeah, I think from a personnel point of view, personnel change, we were never going to be able to play the way that Amarim would like. So I think Dorgu was a huge miss today. And I think it was demonstrated by the fact that we weren't, as you say, playing out from the back, Amarin style. We were playing out from the back, pushing out to Dalot, we were pushing out to Garnacho or Mazzari, and it just wasn't kind of working for us at that particular time. But you know, to be fair, Van Nistelrooy had got Vardy on the push right from the whistle. And which is what he does. He runs around like an 8-year-old. He chases the ball like a sheep, but he's quite effective at it. Really, that's been part of his game for ever since he came into the Premier League. Way back when he was playing at Forest Green, he was very similar. He was running and around trying to get into space, but ultimately he was an in-your-face presser. And the way that we've been playing just recently, we've been quite almost passive at the back, very easy to play, very nice football to play. But we've had that real killer side when you've got Dorgu playing on the left, for example, because he's a real good, solid ball carrier, very, very quick. Whereas Dalot today, there was a lot of Dalotness today coming back, irrespective of his, Bruno assist. There was a lot of Dalotness. He was out of position a lot. When he takes it kind of with his back to the opposition, where we don't want him. We want him to take it flat so we can run with it. All in one or two movements. But there's some really good positives, actually, to be really honest. Eriksen was useful today, very useful in possession. Had a lovely swept strike attempt, which he's very, very good at. But he was really useful in possession today. Bruno, again, I thought was useful in possession. I thought Agate wasn't too bad. He was almost invisible for a lot of the match today, Agate, but he was there at the right times where we needed him. Stand out for me, Ligt. I thought Ligt was absolutely phenomenal today. 2 or 3 really good intercepts. I thought he marshalled the back well. I thought we were starting to show something from the kids. Unfortunately, it looks like it's at least 8 to 12 weeks, I would imagine. I didn't actually quite see what he did. I know it was a challenge, wasn't it? Whether the legs got caught together, so I don't know if it's a ligament damage or it's a twisted knee, ankle. It'll be interesting to see what happens from there. But credit as well to Højlund. I thought Højlund had a solid game again. I think his willingness to hit the mark now is way, way better than what it was 4 weeks ago. Something's changed, something's clicked with him. He made a couple of early runs, didn't quite get the ball. He realised what he'd done. He was quite annoyed with himself, but his finish was phenomenal. It was a brilliant finish. I mean, the keeper had absolutely no chance. So I think, interestingly enough, I think all in all, I think the guys, the Devilish Tacticos are right. It wasn't a particularly taxing game of football for us. Leicester didn't play with any real pace, didn't play with any real knowledge to beat Manchester United. And we just played within ourselves for a lot of the game. Again, Garnacho had a strange game out on the right. I thought he was in and out the game, but, hit the back of the net twice, didn't he? Unfortunately, he was flagged for one. I thought when Zirkzee came on, again, he didn't have to do a lot. He didn't look, he didn't really get into the game. Amos tried to get into the game. I like what I saw of Amos' little cameo. So all in all, look, guys, we moved up to 13th. A couple more wins might move us up to 10th. It's still quite tight, isn't it, where you consider the position of the, our end. Although we've got a really difficult patch coming up, haven't we? We've got some tricky games coming up next few weeks. If we can, from what I've seen, certainly the last 3 games, we seem a lot more assured. We're better with the football. Our movement is better. Our speed is better. But our slow game is better as well. So actually our short game and our long game has really, really improved. I think whatever Amarim was trying to bang into these guys, he's finally got one of the nails through the actual coffin itself, and it's penetrated some brains, which is great for us.
Yes, that's. I think that's very important that you notice too that Amarim actually starting to get his team ticking. I think a lot of us feel that we have turned a corner when it comes to our, especially our attacking play. It looks like we have some kind of patterns in the way we play.
We have a real understanding of space all of a sudden.
Yes, space.
We're using the top timing, exactly right. We're using our peripherals much better. So we're looking over our shoulder, we're looking left to right, we're looking to see what's happening, see where I can penetrate and get into space. I think it's really, really important that we continue this now. People are saying the international break has come at the wrong time. I don't necessarily agree. I think we need to get some injuries sorted. We have Mason Mount back on the bench. We need to see where Yoro is. I don't know how bad his injury is. We'll understand where Heaven is. Can we utilise Amas a bit more potentially? I think we will. So I think there's a lot of positives. We could have a really strong end to the season here. We've got 10 games left in the league, plus we've got Lyon. Now the Lyon game comes quite quickly, doesn't it? So does the semi-final. I think it all comes in end of March and April. So I'll be interested to see how we can cope now as a squad. Lindelof, you can tell he's not played for a long time. He's just not quite at the races, Lindelof.
He was a little bit shaky. You had that one instance when Vardy was chasing him, and he
was.
Lindelof and Onana didn't quite figure out how to communicate well and sort it
No,
out.
I mean, I think Onana bailed him out there, to be honest. The cardinal sin is, and anyone will tell you, and the devilish tacticos, if they play centre half or defence, I tell you, the criminal part of that is letting the ball bounce. Never let the ball bounce. Just do something with it. Try and get a header on it somewhere and see what happens. But look, ultimately, we've had a brilliant day. We come away with 3 points. The Scouts has got battered, which is absolutely brilliant. So they're crying. Their quad has now gone down to a single, the league potentially. So they're finished. Newcastle, well, there won't be anything left in Newcastle tonight at all. I mean, it'll be an absolute. They'll be partying for weeks up in Newcastle, and we are just slowly but surely under the radar, making tiny waves in terms of where Amarim is. I think Amarim right now will be a lot happier. I mean, he did come out and say, didn't he? I think I didn't actually see the press conference, but I think he said in the press conference that he had to learn how to play certain players in certain positions, Casemiro being one. And he spoke about watching Casemiro in training and then, understanding where to play him in match days. So it's nice, actually, when you consider where we are in terms of personnel, that Amarim felt he could rest Casemiro today, he could rest Zirkzee today. That was quite interesting. So all in all, great day for us.
Yes. I'm actually now, as we speak, retweeting the.
I've retweeted already.
MUFC, yes. So guys, help us out. Go to X and help us retweet the show and get it out there. YouTube is not doing us any favor when it comes to pushing the show, so we need all the help we can get from you guys, and I depend on you. So appreciate all the help we can get. A lot of good comments coming in. Rashmano says Eriksen was poor, in my opinion. Yeah, I think Eriksen. He didn't shine much today, but I think it's not just Eriksen. It was like a little bit off with Dalot.
He was efficient. He was efficient.
Yeah, he kept the ball ticking. That's what Eriksen's game is all about. Other comments here. Heaven, Mr. Potus 5000 comes in and say Heaven was for me man of the match. She's 18 years old. Very good. Yes, and by the way, we have a poll going in the chat. Who was your man of the match? I chose a couple of nominees: Bruno, Højlund, Garnacho, and Heaven. So get your votes in. 31 votes already. Bruno is leading with 55%, but Heaven is close on 35%. So get your votes in. Who was your man of the match? Lovely Lola is here coming in and say, let's all laugh at Liverpool.
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. When Dan Burn scores against you, you got problems.
Yes.
Actually, to be fair, it's a mighty fine header. It was a really, really good header.
Dan Burn.
Yeah, Dan Burn, he does that stupid dance, doesn't he? Whatever, that crossover fucking dance, whatever it is. What all the kids were doing a while ago, clown. And he's just got into the fucking England squad as well. Alongside Jordan Henderson, amazing.
He's quite stable, he's okay. He's an okay player.
Yeah, he's all right. Yeah, he's steady. He's
steady. Steady Eddie.
Steady Burn.
So I want to go to the game, and this is us playing out from the back, and this is what we were struggling a little bit with. You see, the ball goes out to it's Heaven, and he plays directly out to Dalot. And Dalot is under pressure right away because they play the same formation as we do, or 5-3-2 formation. They had two strikers, I must say. But the wing backs was pushing up. They were just waiting there, waiting to jump. And now you see the wing back jump. I think it's
Justin.
The wing back. Yeah, it's Justin.
Yeah, Justin
is jumping, putting Dalot under pressure. So Dalot doesn't have many options, and he tries it long. He finds Dalot, Højlund again.
He did.
So, you see Højlund laying the ball off.
He was fouled there, to be fair to him.
Yeah.
He was fouled there. But, he got it, and he got in front of his man, and he chested it down. I think he was trying to control it. I just think he got bumped at the wrong time, Jarvis. That's why it kind of got away from him.
Yeah. But you see here, Dalot, he doesn't have many options.
No, he's got no options.
Lindelof is under pressure. There's no way to find Onana. No. So this is what happened when we play into their trap.
Yeah.
But the long ball is okay from Dalot, and I think Højlund.
He did well. He just, like I say, he got a bit of a bump, John. When he was coming to Chester, he got a bit of a bump. That was nothing major.
But this was, I saw a lot of this in the first half, especially.
Dalot's problem there was, though, he came towards Heaven, didn't he? Instead of moving away from Heaven, he came toward Heaven. So because he went towards him, it was easy for Justin. In fact, Justin didn't really need to put any serious pressure on him. He had to wait for Dalot to collect the ball. Once he did, that's when they converged on him. But Dalot got out of it okay, but it's not what Amarim wants. Heaven should have gone a bit longer. Dalot should have pushed Justin back, gone a bit longer, at least got us up the pitch a bit easier that way. In fact, it wasn't a difficult passage of play, Jarvis, there at all, mate.
No. And again, you see us trying to play out from the back. Onana plays it out to, I think it's the Ligt. The Ligt is on the ball, under pressure. As you see here, Leicester, they press with three guys up front. So it was quite a high press from them, but they weren't very active. But when they came, they were extremely active. So they were like passive high press. But when they saw the chance, they were swarming us.
Yes.
And
you got Vardy over there on the left, haven't you?
Yeah. And here you see Masraoui, I think.
Yeah.
And you see Højlund has a lot of space because they commit a lot of men in the press play, Leicester. So there were space for Højlund here to receive the ball. But we didn't have many options also because when we played the wing back, we were trapped in a way. You see here 4 or 5 guys around Masraoui. So we had one option, and that was try it long on Højlund. In this instance, Højlund lays it off to Bruno and we create a brilliant chance. Yes.
Yeah, it's a lovely bit of play. It's a nice weighted pass. It was a difficult one to take, and we broke really quickly here.
Yeah. And you see a lot of guys coming. Dalot, Eriksen, Garnacho, a lot of people running. You see here in the same direction, and this is Amarim ball. We want to come direct when we do things.
Would you have released Eriksen? Would you have released Garnacho earlier?
Dalot, you mean?
Oh, sorry, it's Dalot, isn't it? Yeah, I keep forgetting Garnacho's right now, isn't he? He would always normally play left, wouldn't he? That'd be Garnacho's position. Would you have played him earlier if you were Eriksen?
No, I think Eriksen did the right choice. He waits out to give he forces the defender to make a choice before he releases the pass. That's how you want to do it. Now you see Justin goes inside because he have committed now to Eriksen. So Dalot is free.
Look where Højlund is.
And he plays Dalot. But the cross is poor and ends up with nothing. Yeah, but also you see here Højlund is a little bit early with his run.
He did. I was just about to say that. He ran in between Faes and the other centre-half way too early. I think what he was expecting, I think he was looking for an Eriksen through ball.
He wants the ball. He wants the ball here.
That's it. Yeah, I think that's what he was hoping for. And it was a nice bit of a little run, because if you see where he finishes his run, Højlund, that's where he's after. There you go. He would have liked that. But anyway,
But you see, he's in the right way. He's in the right spot, you know.
Where we want
in
him.
front of the
It's
ball.
where we
Yeah.
want him. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
again, I think his movement is getting better.
He's certainly woken up, Jarvis, my old mate.
Yeah.
He's certainly woken up, and that's great. But I would have liked to have seen that ball in or move it to Dalot quicker. I thought he took it too deep. That's why I asked you before whether or not you'd have laid it off a bit quicker.
Yeah, no, I think Eriksen did well. So speaking of Eriksen, after 20 minutes, we had a corner. He played Bruno, and Bruno laid it off to him, and Eriksen had a shot. It was a brilliant shot. So let's have a look. I'm just gonna check that it's on screen because we have had some technical issues. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Hold on. It's on screen. Yeah.
The ball goes from Eriksen here. Bruno plays it back. Eriksen takes the shot.
Wonderful shot that is.
Oh.
Keeper had no chance. No chance.
And the curve of the ball, is like.
Yeah. That's it. That's exactly right. Yeah. Absolutely brilliant.
Let's just have one more look.
Do you know where he played that? Top of his toes. Top of his toes on the side. So it's actually foot, top of his toes. That section of the boot there, the very top of the boot. That's what put the swerve on it. It's a fabulous strike.
So guys, do you think Eriksen should have scored on that one? It would have been a wonderful goal for Eriksen.
That's a harsh question. That's a harsh question. It's a good question. It's a harsh one. Yeah, he's got the quality. I know what you're saying. Yeah, there are players that have got that quality, aren't they? You would expect. But
Trevor Wade is asking a question. Do you think that was a cross or a shot?
No, it was a strike. It was a strike.
Okay.
You could just tell by his body position. I understand. Oh, by the way, I get why people think it was a cross. I do. I've got no issue with that as well. But I think it's a Ravens strip. He should have gone.
The Ravens agrees with me. Eriksen should have.
Well, there you go. Eriksen should have buried it.
Yeah.
He did the next best thing, didn't he? Do you know what though, Jarvis? If it had gone in off the post, in off the corner of the stanchion, would have been absolutely mint. In off between the post and the bar. Yes, the best goals, aren't they, when they go off the post and the bar? The best. They are. It's just something about one that goes in off the post, off the woodwork, off the frame.
Off the frame, yes. 43 of you are watching us on YouTube, so I would love you to smash the like. We are on 36, so there's at least some of you that haven't smashed that like. So please help us out. It's so important for the channel to grow and to be, for the algorithms to help us. 58 are watching us on X, and one guy, I don't know, maybe it's a bot, watching us on Twitch.
We're Twitch. We are Twitch. No, we're not actually Twitch famous yet, Jarvis. There's only me and you that follow each other on Twitch. I read somewhere said there was a big alert that went out when me and you signed up. Yeah. Hold on. Twitch alert. 2 old fogies. Twitch alert.
Don't follow those guys.
Don't follow those dinosaurs.
Barman comes in and say Eriksen gave so many balls directly away. It was a shame. Any idea of his form?
To be fair, I thought Eriksen he did give the ball away a lot, but he was quite efficient in his play, though. He didn't do anything speedy. I agree. He was less economical with the ball on occasions, but he added a calmness, actually, which he does. He adds a calmness. And I know people won't agree with me on that, and I get it. I've got no problems. But sometimes we have a player replacing the mighty Tipton Town called Dave Taylor, and he just adds this calmness to us. We give him the ball, and he just slows it down and adds a bit of a calmness to our play, and that's what Eriksen really brings to our team, which actually, okay, yes, he doesn't bring maybe a cutting-edge quality that he would have done when he was in his Tottenham days, when we really should have bought him. Let's be honest, we should have had Eriksen when he was in his Tottenham days.
Yes.
But he just brings that calmness. So And sometimes, guys, you're all footballers, and you all know your stuff. Calmness of the dead. Barman, calmness of the dead. You all know your stuff, and I like a calm player. When I start in 11, so but I didn't think he did too bad. That's just my opinion. But Barman comes in. Sorry, Stu, calmness of the dead. I do like that. That's quite good.
Okay. I'm just checking. We are on 39 likes, so let's aim for at least 50 before we wrap up,
definitely,
guys.
Do you want to? It's vitamin water. This Trev. It's not actually energy. It's just a vitamin water. So there's no calories in it or anything like that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Best day, exactly, Rebbe. Exactly.
Best day. Who would have thought Liverpool losing to Newcastle? But Newcastle, they are doing well.
Yeah, on the up, aren't they?
Yeah. Eddie Howe. Everybody thought he was just a stepping stone in this Newcastle team.
Everybody was giving him. They were, yeah. I said years ago I'd have him as an interim manager, and I got laughed off a stream on that one. Magic water.
Our defenders, especially Heaven. He made a brilliant tackle. I think it was on Jamie Vardy in this instance. You see, they hit it long. Lindelof, he's out of position. Heaven lets it bounce one.
It was the guy that took it. I can't remember the guy's name, but he took him out. That's the one that took him out. So Spacker. Yeah, him, whatever his name is. But he took it well. He was a little bit slow, or he didn't kind of hear the player coming towards him. He was quite slow there. Did you see how he stopped? He was quite slow, but it was a great recovery.
He's very quick. He doesn't look quick. He's very relaxed when he runs, but I think
he's languid, isn't he? Yeah. No, but he took it well, and he did it the right way by using his right foot to flick the ball away from the player. So
but it's a tough tackle. He's the last man.
Oh, it was a brilliant tackle.
Yeah.
And his little dink in there just to finish off. So he was really good tonight, Jarvis. Really, really good. Really good. We're in safe hands with him and Yoro.
Yes. Unfortunately, he had a little injury. I don't know if any read some updates on it.
Rushman got an update on that, or?
But what happened with this injury, Stu?
I don't actually know. It looked to me like it was tangled legs. And so when you get tangled legs, you can just can't you twist your knee, or you can twist your ankle. So it looked like it could have been a knee injury to me, but I don't really know, guys. I'd love to know if any of the lads and the ladies in the Devilish Tacticos know, but it's a blow for us. This is definitely a blow.
Yeah. And knee injuries, they can be like 3 months, 6 months, rest of the season at least.
Oh, you're in the lap of a god with a knee injury. Jarvis, because so many ligaments within your knee area. If anything if anything's gone ligament wise, you could be in problems. Shame.
But it was a tough game today. You saw that I think it was Ndidi who stamped the Ligt on his ankle. Got a yellow card, but it was a bad tackle. And the one on Faes, the one he took on Zirkzee.
Yeah.
For me, I think that's a red card. Maybe
because all day long. All day long. Faes has got that in his that vase has got it in his locker though, hasn't he, Jarvis? I've seen it before.
It was a dirty one. It was a dirty.
He's terrible. He wants to cut his hair.
Yeah. I have some footage. We can talk about that tackle.
It was Daka, wasn't it, that gave him the issue?
Mm-hmm. So now we come to the Højlund goal. I'll keep my mouth shut, and you can do the analyst of Højlund.
Yes, I was massively excited. I was chuffed for the lad, to be honest, because you can't see him in play at the minute. It's Agate. You can't see him, but there he is. He's on the shoulder. I thought at one point there that touch was awful, but he managed to get it out of his feet, and then strike, bang. It was, that we were talking a couple of weeks ago, Jarvis, and I said he needs to dick about in an empty goal. Just hitting the net, and then after that, you need to aim just by the post, just in between the post and where the net starts.
Yeah,
that's where the goalkeeper can't do it. Watch where this ball ends up. It's almost perfect. It's just if you watch where it goes, there, it's almost where we wanted it to be. It's almost on the button there. It's a brilliant strike, absolutely brilliant strike. Keeper had no chance, but he took it well. He was strong. He didn't. Do you know what I liked about it? He wasn't phased. He didn't panic. He juggled the ball a little bit, got the space that he needed to get the strike, and then he hit it brilliantly.
You see here is the first touch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and
6.
Yeah.
Now we always say strike on 3, but you can't on that because he's too far out for a start, and B, his first 3 touches were juggles to get it to some kind of pace where he can control it with his left foot. But it was a very, very good goal. And bearing in mind, he scored it with his right peg, Jarvis.
Yeah.
I was really pleased for him. Really pleased for him.
And Højlund finally scored. You know what? Can you imagine what a relief it is for him?
I think he didn't realise it. Yeah, I don't think he realised at first, did he? What he'd done, and then all the emotion came out in his celebration.
Yeah. So I'm happy that Højlund scored, and I was actually, as I said on Northern channel when we did the preview yesterday, that I really hope that Højlund scores. I think that's so important for him to build on this. Maybe he will kickstart the rest of the season now, and he can get like 5 to 6 goals at the end of the season and finish on a high.
Yeah, I hope he gets another 5 goals now at the end of the season. Neil Driscoll says that it's the ankle of heaven, according to Amarim.
Was it like a scissor tackle or?
I was more of a, from what I could see, correct me if I'm wrong, Thomas Tacticas, but from what I could see, it was more of a tangle of legs. Franz has come in. Good to see you, Franz. So much time for Rasmus, ridiculous defending. It wasn't great defending, absolutely. Got to finish it, though, and he did, which is great. Dan P, let's have a look. Dan's come in. We're not bad for the weaker foot, absolutely. Rasmus needs to get sure first touch. Yeah, I agree with that. That's why you won't always have time to get a shot off. I agree. Great. Trev's in with a great finish. But when he scores regularly, then we will talk pure and simple. Done nothing else during the game. Even that delay past the Garnacho for his offside goal. Mr. B's in. Let's have a look. 1 goal in 20 games. I know he's young, and I was really rooting for him, but he needs to be sold, in his opinion.
Fair enough. We can get more money if he scores a lot of goals.
Yes.
At the end of the
France comes in. Shame to lose Heaven. Yep, I think we all agree. Ruben Rashmano. Ruben Amrid on Heaven's injury. We have to evaluate during the week. He's a young kid and he doesn't know how to explain what he's feeling. It's hard for us to know. Okay, so that'll mean 2 days for the swelling to go down, maybe 24 hours for the swelling to go down. Then they'll do an X-ray or an MRI on it. Yeah. By the way, did you hear the fans? Our away fans were absolutely on a different planet tonight. Different planet. They always are anywhere our away fans on it, but tonight they were just absolutely amazing. Great to see. Great to see.
I agree. This is what I saw when it comes to our defensive play, because I think Amarim is starting to get a tune out of us going forward, but defensively, I think we look so much better. We easily drop into shape, and we are organized. And every time the opposition gets the ball, we are so quick to get back into shape. So it's not only attack, but it's defense. And here you see we are in a back 5 when it starts. and I think it's El Canus who receives the ball, number 11.
He was quiet today, wasn't he, Canus?
Yeah, he was quiet. And you see here the back five, Dalot immediately sprints out of his back five and we shift into a back four. So you see here, look at this. Straight line, back four, straight away. And Dalot is out pressing. But you also see we move against the ball. So we move towards this side here. And Heaven comes further out and almost operates as a left back in this position when Dalot is pressing. So I really like our defensive shape at the moment, and this is thanks to Amarim.
Yeah, we've got a nice shape, and you've got De Ligt, who's done a bit of marshalling as well, haven't you? He's quite vocal, De Ligt. He's done a lot of marshalling. The last few games, he's really come up to it. Yeah, Dalot was quite nice there.
But you see, Heaven operates as a left back.
Heaven's already there. He's just jogging over. You don't need to run in that situation. You just need to make yourself available within the catchment zone, which is what he did. And he, stopped the cross, which is what he's there for.
Yeah. So I just want to give Amarim some credit for the defensive work, how we actually operate as a unit now. It's a joy to watch. And we look so much more in balance, so much more stable. I felt, especially on the Ten Hag, we were always like sprinting home because we were caught off balance. We had a giant gap in the middle, and our line was all over the place. You know, we couldn't stay in a defensive shape. So yeah, I think this is really good to see.
I mean, I've not been around for a few days, Jarvis, as you well know, because I've been busy working. And you may or may not see me at Carrington getting Amarim ship shape over the last few days. So I just don't want to say anything. I thought I'd keep that quiet. But
no, so you didn't give him any pointers about?
No. I mean, he asked me, and I said I can't do that. I can't do that.
Wouldn't be fair to the other teams in the Premier League.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You got to figure out on yourself, Ruben, mate. Come on. No, he's got them. No, we're in a nice kind of window defensively at the moment. It's no small part for me with De Ligt. I think De Ligt's the catalyst. I'd like to be honest.
And Rosmano comes in and say the 20 shots per game is now a thing of
the past. Yeah.
Good observation.
CH27 has just shared a snippet. Højlund said in an interview that Heaven looked okay and was walking around. So, bit of contrast there between what Amarim's saying and what Højlund's saying. But
and Genghis Khan comes in. Heaven was immense. He's press resistant, cool,
good,
composed, and hope he's okay. Yeah, he had a really good game today. Heaven, he really surprised me. You know, and
Trev, that's my alter ego that's banned from Carrington for stalking. My alter ego.
Yes. Speaking of Heaven, I have this chance. It's a double block when he goes down to block the shots from Leicester. We start by playing it out from the back. You see here, Heaven is on the ball. He just received it from Onana. Dalot is the obvious choice, but Heaven makes the feint and go inside. So here you see, brilliant. This is what I would like to see from the wide centre backs. Unfortunately for us, he can't find the pass in the central area. I don't think any of the central midfielders expected him to do something like that. To be fair.
They'd have been expecting him to go out wide. And that is the thing about football, Jarvis, on occasions. Actually, you're caught out of position because you're unexpectedly caught out of position. You're not thinking that Heaven's going to do that, and so you're not making yourself available. You're expecting us to go somewhere else. So it kind of it's an annoyance. That is, I have to tell you, a big annoyance when playing.
But I think I'm 100% sure that Amarim is happy when he sees stuff like this. This is what he wants. Cuts inside.
He does.
And you see here, maybe he could find a pass to Ugarte. Maybe, I don't know. No, Ugarte, he's blocked down by
Yeah,
Sonata.
he wasn't going to go to a goal, so yeah, he had to go out to Ligt. I mean,
So
the
it
good thing
goes
about
out.
him there is Jarvis. He didn't try it against Vardy because that's a completely different kettle of fish.
Mm.
If you try it against somebody like Vardy, he's going to have you on toast for breakfast, and chances are he scores. But again, credit to Heaven there. He understood who he was playing against and took that chance, and he did okay. But they press us really well here. Watch Vardy here. They press us really, really well.
So you see here, we go to the other side. The Ligt, he plays the wing back, and playing the wing back gets us into trouble because we play into their trap.
It does, but Vardy just played the zone. You know, and when you play that zone in there, it's that easy. He just stops now. You can't go back to Dalot. You know, that's energy. Where he conserves a bit of energy. They have a strike.
But here is Heaven. Thanks, Heaven comes in. Block 1, block 2.
Yes. I don't think he knew much about block 2. I think the Crown Jewels might have known a bit. Apparently, he's left on the stadium with a protected boot on his foot, so he probably needs a cricket box as well after that.
Yeah.
The first block was brilliant. But it just goes to show, though, doesn't it, Jarvis, when you do try and play yourself out the back and you are caught in two minds, and you're quite right, he couldn't go to Ugarte, so he's got to go to Ligt. Ligt elected not to go long because Vardy was in the vicinity. And Vardy's little statue position, his little 2-yard shuffle, allowed all that to open up because Mazzari couldn't go back to Ligt. So Mazzari had to come inside. I think it was to Ugarte, wasn't it? And the rest is history. You know, there's a lot to be said about the way that Vardy or whatever players stand still on occasions. A lot of people don't like it. They don't understand it. They don't think it's a part of the game, but it is, and that's a good example, really.
But this guy, Christiansen, as always, the opposite wing backs.
Yeah.
They come in, they jump into pressure. So that's why we shouldn't play the wing backs in this instance. We should find another way.
Exactly, Ross. You find another way, you just go long, or you hit it out for a throw.
So we play ourselves into trouble. As you said, Vardy here in the middle of the pitch, he anticipates the ball.
It's a nice piece of play all round, actually. Like Heaven was brilliant twice there, but it was a nice piece of play by Leicester.
But if you are going to go back and see, like in this instance, okay, he can't find the pass central.
What would you do? Could
you just play the Ligt and the Ligt play it back to Onana and we start all over again?
Yes, but actually, what would have been better is if Onana had flipped across right 3 or 4 yards and he could have played it back to Onana and Onana could have gone long. Rather than go to
Onana should have been like here to.
Yeah, exactly right. That's exactly right. Yeah. And then that would have given us a lot more flexibility in terms of our play.
Yeah. That's what I want to see in the future, us being more brave when it comes to instances like this. Even we are under pressure, don't use the wing back, go back to the goalkeeper, start over.
No, I agree. And like I said, I don't think Heaven did anything particularly wrong. He didn't give the ball away for a start. He gave it to an experienced professional footballer who gave it to another experienced professional. That's what happens, pal. So I wouldn't say Heaven. I wouldn't even eat Onana's lunch over that, really, although I would have liked Onana to have understood what was about to unfold in front of him, because to be fair to Leicester, they were set up really nicely at that point.
Yes.
In terms of being able to cut us out. So,
but that was Leicester's second chance in the first half. They only had one more, and I think it was after 3 minutes play. Was this one? let's just do this quick, and we can take some comments. It's Ndidi who wins the ball, gives it to Vardy, and Vardy gets. Yeah, it's a poor finish.
Was it at the beginning of the game? What he actually did, and we'll come to Rashmano, the legend, in a minute. He actually used the outside of his foot, Jarvis. He used the outside of his foot. It was a poor save, actually, because I don't think he got that much power on it. But it was a poor save. Rashmano, the legend, is back.
Oh.
He's gifted 5. Look, go on, get that thing going, Jarvis. I've got my glasses over my glasses. Come on. Well, you put a bit of breath into it.
I think it's a microphone blocking it. Was it better?
Yeah, much better. Rashmano, you absolute legend. Thank you.
Thank you.
Legend. We need to get them up now, dude.
Yes, let's have a look. You can read them out.
I've got to get it up. Sorry, 1 second. Right, okay. Let's have a look. Let's have a butchers. Please work. Oh, here we go. Right. We have Will Man United 99 has been gifted a membership. HD United has also been gifted a membership. Big up HD United. Nico Ava. I hope I haven't butchered your name. Nico, welcome. Kenny Fan TV. And
Kenny.
And Mark Langridge as well. All been gifted memberships by the legend that is Rashmano. So welcome to you all. Thank you again, Rashmano. Absolutely super.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
And now you have become members of the Tactical Devils, and now you have a little devilish tag in front of your name in the chat. You are able to use the special emojis.
Yes.
You Amarim blazes out. I will put in more, because now I think we almost have 40 members now. So
we got
starting to grow the membership club.
Membership's really grown, which is great. Danny B coming in with legend. Rushy, absolutely. Let's have a look. Lovely Lola says Trevor knows his stuff. That's up for debate, that one, lovely Lola. Big up to Jordan Walls. Jordan Walls in the house. Absolute legend, Jordan is. Yusuf comes in. I think we'll talk about Toby Collier a bit later, Yusuf, but Toby Collier deserves a start. Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all. Rashmano comes in with please smash a like for the win. Absolutely. And if you're on X, please, it doesn't take 2 minutes. Pop over to YouTube, just smash a like and subscribe. We'd be eternally grateful for that. Yusuf's back in again. I feel like we turned a leaf this season now. He's absolutely right.
Yes, but I feel I also feel the same. I think
and Trev, you're in trouble, Jarvis. You still haven't done the Mankini emoji. Yeah, I know, Jarvis. Oh God. The trouble is, Trev. He doesn't want to look at this in a Mankini, and I don't blame him.
Okay, let's move on.
Move on.
I'll have this. It's the Garnacho first goal that was disallowed for an offside. So let's have a look. You see Eriksen chasing down. I think it's Faes. Bruno is aggressive, wins the ball, intercepts it. Eriksen plays it simple to Højlund, and now you run 3 against 3.
He moves well here. Højlund does actually.
It's a good finish from Garnacho.
It was a good finish, but let's just talk about Højlund and his presence just for a very, very split second. I want you to notice the convergence of all 3 Leicester defenders, more converging mainly on Højlund rather than acknowledging the danger of Garnacho.
Okay.
Now, if you from there onwards, if you play it, Jarvis, you'll see what I mean. All 3 of them come together almost, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Garnacho in that situation is the danger man by far, because Bruno's slightly pretty much in line with him to the left. Vaz isn't looking at Bruno, but he's got to do a square-ish pass or a pass slightly in front of Bruno. The danger man is always going to be Garnacho. But watch what the three Leicester defenders do. Very strange. No one pays attention. There you go. Look, they've almost converged onto Højlund. They don't pay any attention to Garnacho. It's way too late then. It's brilliant by Højlund. He held the ball at the right time. You've got to give Højlund a bit of credit on that one, guys.
Yeah.
Now, conventional wisdom, and by the way, he couldn't get it out of his foot. That's why he didn't shoot immediately. He simply took it. He kind of took it off balance. It was a very strange take, wasn't it? But it allowed him the momentum to cut inside. It was a good finish in the end.
Yeah.
But I don't know, was it armpit hair again? It was tight, wasn't it?
It was. So here you see the offside. I think it's the tip of his knee.
It's his knee, isn't it? Fuck you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
so maybe he should have just hold his run a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, look, I agree with you, but I'm going to tell you something, Jarvis, and Jarvis tactic. I think it's bollocks, that decision. I hate decisions like that, Jarvis. I don't like it. You know, the bottom line is football's about scoring goals. Now, the defender has got no idea where Garnacho is, or he's not bothered. He certainly isn't trying to play offside. He isn't. It's that tight. It's a gnat's whisker, isn't it? I mean, it really is tight, isn't it? Look where his elbow is. Because bearing in mind, you're going on the back of his elbow.
Yeah.
It's fucking a gnat's whisker. I don't like VAR for that particular reason, Jarvis, because to me, the naked eye would never spot that.
But I think this is clearer than the Ahmad one we had. Was it the Liverpool game?
That was ridiculous. I mean, that was literally a fucking whisker, wasn't it? I mean, that was just. Yeah. But you know what I was saying about all three of them almost converging on him. They've just got no idea, and the danger man was always Garnacho in that move. Always Garnacho. And I thought, could Højlund have delivered it quicker? Could Garnacho have held his line a bit? I guess the answer to both of those is yes. I mean, it is, isn't it? But Højlund's actually, the way that he slowed the play to allow Garnacho to get into that position, it was really, really great play. He was never going to pass it to Bruno, ever. He just wasn't. So it's a shame. I just think it's a shame. That's all, mate.
We have some transfers updates from Roshmano. So let me just get them. We can break up the show a little bit from the tactical part and go into some transfers.
Sorry, Mark, I didn't notice the line. Thank you. I didn't notice the line I gave it, actually. I thought it went straight to VAR. So thanks for that, Mark. Welcome, by the way, as a new member.
Oh, yes. So this is from Roshmanos' Twitter channel, Transfers MUFC. Very reliable sources. Comes in and says, Manchester United met with the Spanish agent Javier Garrido in England this week. He represents PSG's Lee Kang. Okay, Lee Kang in. Real Betis Abde and Valencia's Javi Guerrera and Barcelona's Inaki Peña and Real Madrid's Jesus Fortea, among others. Okay, so we are just in contact with the agent, and these are his players that he represents. So one of these could be an option in the next up and coming window. So out of these players, is there anyone that you prefer?
Not particularly. I think we should shop UK side.
Okay.
I've said before, I think we should shop Premier League proven. anyone who saw Kirkes yesterday again. I know they got beat by Brentford, but I thought he was magnificent again. Yes, we've got Dorgu, so you could argue, do we need Kirkes? Probably not. I'd still be looking at Cunha, and Jarvis. I'd still be looking at Jarrod Bowen, mate. If Jarrod Bowen doesn't get a move in the summer, I'll be amazed. I'm talking to somebody like
it's not on the need to sell basis. They will.
They're not. They're not. But if he's not at somewhere like, because I think Newcastle will lose Isak. We're not going to get Isak. But Bowen would be a natural replacement there. But I think Bowen will be top of people's radar. I don't know enough about any of those players to really give you a 100% accurate assessment.
But we saw Lee Kang coming on the other day when PSG played Liverpool. He came on as a sub, so we know he's not a regular for PSG, but he's quite good. I think they bought him from the Spanish league. I think he was on loan from Mallorca But I like Lee Kang. I think he's good, and I know John Shin really rates him.
John Shin rates him.
Yeah. I think he's from South Korea. Lee Kang in.
Some very, 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 very good players out there. I mean, would you take Take from Sociedad, for example? I think we all would. Very accomplished footballer. Dave says Lee Kang's a great player, so want to keep an eye out. Where's he operate?
I think he's a left winger.
Okay.
Or is he right winger? I think he's the left winger, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, but he has an engine in him. He can run up and down it for 120 minutes.
Is that an area we need, or?
Yeah, it depends. Garnacho is on his way out. I don't know.
Possibly, possibly. I mean, that'll be.
Do a quick question from Trevor, Stu. Do you think Rashford deserves an England call-up?
Nope, nor did Henderson, nor did Dan Burn. If you were telling me that Callum Hudson-Odoi didn't get a look in, Morgan Gibbs-White didn't get a look in, I can't believe it. But Henderson did, and Rashford did. No, not for me.
Okay.
The guys are talking about Cunha's disciplinary record, by the way, and they're absolutely correct. He is an absolute tool. There's no two ways about it. But when he's on form and he plays, he's brilliant. I don't know whether we need Eriksen in the game anymore. We've had some superb footballers, which are Mavericks. Eric Cantona, one of them. But I just like Cunha. I just think he's a phenomenal problem. But yeah, you're absolutely right. He has an issue disciplinary wise.
Mm-hmm. So the next clip is the second Garnacho goal, the one that stood, and
he finished this really well.
So we are putting Leicester under siege. Masraoui plays it to Collier. Collier was good today when he came on. Bruno is Bruno. Tries a through ball, gets a dink on it, gives it to Garnacho, and Garnacho finishes.
So I'd like to refer you, Jarvis, just go back to the starting point of Garnacho's strike and then hold it there if you can. By the way, Collier took his time, didn't rush, didn't just lob it into the box.
Yeah.
Stop it there. Joshua Zirkzee, Jarvis, Real Sociedad. What did I say? Let the ball come across him and sweep the strike. Do you remember? No, watch what Garnacho does. When Bruno gets it to him, he just sweeps the strike. There you go. Yeah. He didn't control it like Zirkzee did. He cut across it brilliantly. That's why you score goals, because you just completely flummox the keeper. He's not expecting a first-time strike there by Garnacho. He almost got his hand to it. It's almost a good save, wasn't it?
yeah, I think it was a good finish. But
Colin,
maybe the goalkeeper should have saved it. It's in his close corner.
I'm probably power, Jarvis. That's all I could say.
Yeah. But
Probably.
I heard a lot of people this Leicester goalkeeper Hermansson
don't like him, do they?
A lot of people rate him. They say he's really good.
A lot of people I've heard don't like him.
Okay.
I
heard that he's massive talent when it comes to.
Yeah, there's some good keepers in the Premier League at the moment.
Yeah.
Some very good keepers. I like Sells.
Danish.
I like Sells, as you know, from Forest. I think Sells is great, but you like Vicario, don't you, from Tottenham?
No, I'm not. For me, there's only one goalkeeper that I really rate, and that's Oblak, Jan Oblak.
Well, I know you want Oblak, yeah. No, I'm talking Premier League though, didn't you? I thought you said you thought Vicario was okay.
Vicario is okay. Yeah.
I did see a news article. It was probably I'll try my luck article, but somebody said that we would be interested in acquiring Oblak in the summer, but I just don't see us having the money.
Donnarumma, yes. Oh. It's almost
not for me.
Yeah. Well, he was excellent in the penalty shootout against Liverpool.
I don't rate Donnarumma, I've never rated him.
Really?
Never
rated
him.
So good going out claiming the ball all the time on Liverpool's crosses. Even against Van Dijk, he didn't flinch.
But he chucks them in at the same time. He chucks them in though. You saw the first goal, the Harvey Elliott one in France, didn't you? He should have saved that.
Yeah.
He chucks them in. I've never been a Donnarumma fan. 50 likes.
We are on 50 likes.
63 combined watches at the moment, isn't it, Jarvis? 163 combined.
That's good numbers. Good numbers. Yeah. We are 1 hour into the show, so we got to just speed it up. We have a lot of clips left. I think I have at least 3-4 clips left, and we have a confirmation on Heaven's injury. So let's just have a look on this. It's from Rushmano. So here we go. Andy Mitten, the good old Andy Mitten. From is it United We Stand? He's a writer, and he comes in and say, "Just saw Aiden Heaven walk out of the stadium in Leicester, put in a brace, but he was walking."
Yeah, I mean that's you would do that as a matter of course, Jarvis. You put it in a boot or a brace or something along those lines. Just
at least it wasn't like on crutches or in a wheelchair or whatever.
Yeah,
he can walk, so he's probably not that bad. He'll probably be back after the international break, and that's good news.
Good.
So thank you, Rushmano, for that update.
Could he have played on then? Is the question.
Run it off.
My leg's broke. Get on with it. Come on. Sorry, guys. That's poor.
So I have one more clip, and this, my only note on this is it's Amos.
Oh my word, Jarvis.
Amos. Yeah.
You better get that. You better get that thing. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. That is absolutely superb. Is that our second?
Mark Landridge. Yes, wasn't he?
He's a new member. Now blow harder. Blow harder. Sorry, Mark. Oh, Mark, I apologise. We'll refund you. Thank you very much for that. We'll refund you because Jarvis is just. I'm sorry about that. That's just. Mark Langridge comes in. The best keeper for us would be Simon from Spain. Yes, he's an excellent keeper.
Simon, where does he play? Simon.
I don't know what club. I know he's talking about, and I don't know which club. My mind's gone fucking blank. Sorry, Mark. I've embarrassed myself.
Athletic.
Bilbao.
Nice. Yeah, it must be Unai Simon.
Bilbao. Yeah. Fucking brain went.
11 matches. How many? Let's just have a quick look at his stats. Transfer Mark. How many clean sheets do you think you have this season?
Did you know something though? Is a clean sheet does that suggest the keeper's brilliant, or does it suggest the defence is as good as the keeper? It's a debate. It's a debate.
A bit of both, but
Because our keeper let one in yesterday, and I blamed him.
So I think the internet is breaking up a little bit. I'm struggling.
You have broken up a bit today. It's
Okay,
of the weather.
so here we have his Unai Simon. I don't know, Stu, if you can hear me. I think it's breaking
I
up
can
a
hear
little
you.
bit. My
No, I can hear
internet.
you. No, you're
Yes,
good. You're
this
good.
season, 11 appearances, conceded 9 goals in 11 games, 3 clean sheets. Yeah, that's not too bad. He's 27 years of age, 1 meter 90 centimeters. He's Spanish, right-footed, Athletic Bilbao. Yeah, good.
Yes, I'll keep all the keepers I've ever played with always say that, pal. Clean sheets are like goals for strikers, absolutely. But we always blame the goalkeeper when he lets one in, even if it's my fault. I always blame him. You have to.
Yeah. Who else?
Well, yeah, you just got to blame him. You know, even if it's not his fault, you got to blame him. I do anyway.
Jarvis jingles. Trevor Wade.
Jarvis jingles on a 55 likes. The Bootinator, thank you.
I only have 2 jingles, and that's the big debate and the Q&A. So I need to make another. I actually tried. I sat down for an hour yesterday and made a new intro jingle, but I will show it to Stu before I show it to you guys, because I'm not sure if it's good enough. You know, we want the best for you guys.
Yes.
So yeah. Okay. Let's go to the clip, the Amas cross. I think this was a good attack. You see a Bruno on the ball, plays it up to Rasmus Højlund, and receives it, flicks it with the inside of his foot, takes on Zirkzee. Zirkzee carries it into the last third. They were the way Amarim likes it. Harry Amas on the outside, keeping the width, whipping in a beautiful cross, but maybe a little bit too close to goal. But Højlund was almost there.
It was a really good cross, that was, but his position was brilliant, Jarvis. His position, the way that he hung out on the touchline, ready for the ball to come out to him, and that gave him the space to cross. It was a great cross. Højlund, again, in between the two centre-halves, pal. It's great to see. Brilliant to see. But the keeper read it well. And it is what it is. I don't think there was any blame attached to Amas at all. It was a great cross.
No, yeah. But I bet you if it was Cavani, he would have scored.
Yeah, well, yeah. But Cavani's a different. He used to adore that type of stuff, didn't he, Cavani?
Yeah.
I mean, that was.
By the way, it's not digging out Højlund. It's big.
No. I think it was a great cross. And actually, when you've got it in slow motion, it looks like it's dead on Højlund's head, doesn't it? And we know it isn't because the keeper takes it. It was close. It was a really good cross. Really good cross.
Yeah, but the way we took this
Højlund smash the keeper though, there, Jarvis.
But the way we took this attack, you see, Bruno plays it through. Højlund lays it off brilliantly with the inside of his foot.
Yeah, turned his defender inside out though. If you look,
he did. And now Josh Zirkzee just runs with the ball and waits for the right moment. And I like this.
But Amas there is brilliant. His position was perfect for the ball, perfect for the cross. He looked good. He looked good, didn't he, Amas, when he came on for his cameo?
Yes. I wonder why Amarim hasn't played him before now.
Amas. I don't know. I don't know. You know, he's been good at youth level, hasn't he? Since we've had him, he's been good at youth level, and I think maybe, I think if they were starting again, and you know, maybe the Carabao Cup had come around again, then maybe you would see the likes of Obi, you know, get a start in the Carabao Cup as well as Amas, that type of thing.
Yeah. Genghis Khan Jr. comes in and says someone needs to tell Rasmus diving headers. That's illegal.
No, a certain Andy Gray would have flown himself at that one, flung himself at that one. Gray.
Nas comes in with an interesting here. He say, I think Zirkzee took the wrong pass. Why not go straight down the middle? Hey, let's just pick it up again. I didn't see it.
Let's have a look. Yeah, let's go back.
So here you see Zirkzee on the ball. Oh, yeah. Oh, so you think he should have, maybe in this instance, there's a gap here. I see the gap. So in between these two guys, there's a gap. So there is a possibility to play the ball down the middle. You see here Bruno coming here.
It's a difficult pass.
It's an option.
It's a difficult pass because of Faes. Look at the position that Faes has got.
Yeah. So
if that ball went into the gap, Faes would clean that up. So yeah. So I don't know whether Genghis is talking about that particular. Is he talking about a ball into Dalot maybe?
Yeah.
Essentially, ball into
it again.
Ball, where's Dalot? There, ball into Dalot. If he steps out when Bruno steps there, ball into Dalot, little dink in there to Dalot. Maybe. Back flick to Højlund, maybe. I don't know.
There's an option like here, and even he can flick it or play it out. So almost the same outcome anyway, I believe, because I don't see Dalot turning with the ball. No, I agree.
Interesting spot though, Genghis. Interesting spot though.
No, it was Nash. Nash M87 comes in and say, I think yes.
Nash? Sorry, no.
Who do you think he should have found? Was it Bruno or was it Dalot?
Yeah, I'd be interested to see. Sorry, was it Nas? Was it? Sorry, yes. Yeah.
So yeah,
it's for sure a tricky bastard. I think he was talking about the one in the middle out to Amas.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's what I think he was, because he just said it was a tricky pass, but for Zirkzee he has it in his locker, which is true. He does. He does.
Zirkzee is grown on me. You know, he's becoming a quite a player.
Yeah.
And, I like what I see from him more and more. Defensive play, only chance for Leicester in the second half. It was a wonderful.
Is this a Ligt block?
Yes.
So
let's just bring it up. Maybe I should have put Ligt as a contender for the man of the match. Oop, what did I do now? Yeah, here we go.
He would have. Yeah, he would have been up there, but
yeah. So you see Vardy.
Yeah, Vardy was good there, wasn't he? Typical Vardy.
Lindelof. Look at Masraoui's pace.
Yeah, he's quick, isn't he, actually?
Yeah.
That's a hell of a block, that is.
So nice.
That's Vardy all over, though, Jarvis.
Look at his positioning.
Vardy does, yeah. I'm surprised Vardy didn't go for goal,
Yeah. But look here. The Ligt is looking at this direction now.
Delict's the one who's got the issue. Delict's the one that's got the problem. Because if he comes across to Vardy, then it's an easy pass for Vardy to get the player in. But I think if Vardy just edges diagonally in, I think then he'll make Delict make a decision. He doesn't. He stays straight. But either way, I expected Vardy to go for goal. I was really surprised when he passed it.
But Stu, the recovery pace of Masraoui, I think it helps out the Ligt's decision. So he can stay more centrally for longer because of Masraoui.
There's a striker. If you aim towards that arrow tip, you're going to make Masraoui do something different. You'll slow his recovery pace.
So you should have gone inside.
Correct. Then Delict has really got to make a decision, and then you've got your free player at the back. But it didn't do it. He followed his trajectory, but he still found. That's why I've never known Vardy not just go for goal. That's amazing.
But the Ligt stays centrally. He has somewhat of a control of.
He's got some kind of an idea, yeah. But he was able to turn his body, which was good. There you go.
And as a defender, I know you should never turn your back to the striker, but he does it well. And
you had no choice on that one, Bar.
But it's a wonderful block. Look at him. Boom. The Ligt. He's growing also. The Ligt is becoming like the boss, the big leader of our defense.
Next year. It'll be Ligt and 2 others.
Yeah.
Is what it will be next year.
Yeah.
But also, Jarvis, he's had a run of games. He's had a run of games this season. You know, he was stop-start, wasn't he, for Juventus? He was stop-start for Bayern. You know, he's had a run of games, and it's quite interesting, really.
Yeah. Now it's about Zirkzee. It's a close-up, so I don't want to play it for you guys, but I can show you just in pictures what happened. So what do you call this when the defender puts out his back for the attacker to jump up and roll over? What's it called, Stu?
Sorry, what we watching or about to see?
The fast tackle on Zirkzee.
Oh, the fast one.
Yeah.
Is this where he tries to flip Zirkzee?
Yes, he tries to flip.
Yeah.
It's a dirty one.
It's a dirty one, yeah. I don't know if there's a name for it actually, because I don't do it. It's, you know, you can really kill. You could kill somebody.
If he lands on his neck, he'll be paralyzed.
Yeah, you could kill somebody. Harry Kane does it all the time. I don't think there's a specific name for it, but I don't do it, Jarvis, and I won't do it. I won't get involved in stuff like that. It's awful because when you come in and you flip somebody, you land on your neck. You're finished, mate. You're finished. You break it. You can mangle your arm, your shoulder. You can really hurt somebody.
Collarbone.
It's awful. It's awful. It's got to be outlawed from the game. Should be a straight instant red card.
His eyes. He's just focusing on the ball.
It should be an instant red card.
And there comes
Faes knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. Look, Faes knows exactly what he's doing. Turns his back. There you go. And now he rolls Zirkzee over him. It's awful. Like I say, it's horrible. I just don't get involved in that, Jarvis. I don't like it. It's a part of the game. They need to outlaw it.
Do you think PGMOL should go in after this game and give him a three game ban?
It should get a 3-match ban for it. Look at Zirkzee's left arm. If he lands like that, if he goes and lands like that, you're going to break your arm. You're going to get a compound fracture. Now, look where he lands on the back of his back. If his head flips back and hits the turf, you're going to get knocked out, concussion. It's honestly, there's so many injury potentials, permutations. It's a disgraceful, disgusting challenge.
Yes.
And Faes, look at Zirkzee there now. Look at his position of his neck.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably told you this before, but we had one player in the Norwegian Premier League. His name was Dalot Enerly, and he became paralyzed after an incident like this. He ended up in a wheelchair, paralyzed from his neck down.
Yeah, the VAR should look at anything like that, an instant red card, in my opinion. It's a horrible tackle, and he's landed heavily there, Jarvis.
Yeah.
Horrible.
And we know that Faes and Zirkzee had a little bust up 2 minutes before this.
Yeah, Faes has done that on purpose, mate. It's just. I hope he gets a retrospective ban. He won't, but he should do.
Yeah. As Rushmano comes in and says Zirkzee and Faes had an altercation before that tackle. Yes. So yeah, Danny B. Dirty prick, yeah.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
Yeah, the same tosser that pulled his shirt on the touchline. Big Zirkzee was getting, yeah.
It's disgusting.
Mm. And Taya Simba comes in and say the PGMOL are anti-United. They won't do anything.
Well, it's hard to argue against that, isn't it? But
yeah, but when you think of everything that can happen in an instance like this.
Honestly, you're talking a severely broken arm, damaged vertebrae. I'm sorry. It's just.
Yeah, I have a different angle here. We can just go through it, but here you clearly see he's trying to roll him over. He doesn't try to jump.
He arches. He knows exactly what he's doing.
You see, he even goes in.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. It's abysmal. It's an absolutely abysmal. I mean, just look at the way he falls.
Yeah.
Watch his arm. Look at his left arm. Look at his left arm. If he was closer to the ground with his left arm there, he would have broke his left arm.
Yeah. You see, he's out of control now.
He's completely out of control. Look, his hand could have broken there. Could have broke his hand. His hand's now on the floor. Luckily.
Yeah, but the good thing is it's better to break your arm than your neck. So at least he got his arms out.
No, it is better to break it. I mean, that's how I broke my arm.
Yeah.
You know, I broke my arm in a match, doing something similar. I got something similar done to me. And it's abysmal. And Faes just carries on. Look at him. Look at the position he's in. Look at his neck. Abysmal. Look at his neck. Couldn't stop there. It's fucking abysmal.
Oh.
But he'll get away with it, Faes. I'm surprised he didn't stand on his ankle.
Yeah.
You know, he'll get away with it, Faes.
So what do they the tactical devilish tacticals say about?
I think they're all saying the same. They're all saying the same.
Yeah.
Cowardly defending, boxing straight talk. I absolutely agree. Danny B could have been a broken neck, could have been a broken back. It's horrible. That picture was chilling. That's a life-altering challenge. It is disgraceful, Trev. You're absolutely right. Mark Langridge, I'm sure it was changed to a yellow if it had been seen to be deliberately done, but it's down to the ref. His interpretation. I totally agree. Mark, and definitely a 3-match ban at least, and it should be. Danny, I think anything like that on that pitch when you're endangering a fellow professional, a fellow footballer, it's a red card.
Yeah.
And there you go. Neil says he did get away with it.
Would that be interesting to get Keith Hackett on and ask him about this?
Yes, we will. Yeah, well, he's due on in the next week or two, so we'll ask him about it. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, he's due on.
So let's go into the last goal. It's the Bruno goal. Leave on a high note. My last clip for the evening. So hey, you guys see? It's a wide picture. Let's just go back. So it's Harry Amas finds Zirkzee, lays it off back to Casemiro, and on the other side, Dalot keeps the width.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful ball from Casemiro.
Yeah, it was.
And he takes it down really well. Yeah.
He does his little step over here, doesn't he? Watch his little step over.
The Dalot-ness.
Yeah, it's full. Funny as. There he goes.
Let's have a look one more time.
Yeah, one more time.
Step over 101.
The Dalot step over 101. Yes. Look at that. Puts his mate on his arse. That's how it is. But he picked out Bruno beautifully.
You know, when I was growing up, we trained on doing step overs. And one of the things when you do step overs, it's not about moving your feet. It's about moving your body. So you move
the hips
and move your body. And then...
Yeah.
But Dalot, he just stands still and do this with his feet.
to be honest, Jarvis, they tried to teach me to step over, and I used to end up on the floor. My back of my studs always used to catch the football, So he stands up on the floor. Couldn't do a step over, saved me life. Wasted fucking time on it. Wasted time.
But it was a good one. It was effective in this instance.
I almost messed it up though, didn't he? He almost got tackled. But he didn't get tackled, so
no, he didn't.
But he picks out Bruno. Bruno holds his run. Stop. Look at the stop there. Do you see him stop? Absolutely. But everyone else carries on. Bruno stops, picks out the ball. What a finish. What a finish.
Kaboom.
Oh, get in. Kaboom. Yes. Yeah, you should have got kaboom written over it. We'd have been all right then. We're copyright.
So let's take a minute and talk about Bruno. You know how he has grown into this Amarim system.
Yeah,
and now he's more and more world class for every game that goes on. You know, and now 2 assists and 1 goal again. He's instrumental for us.
Well, how many goals he scored in the last 6 games?
I don't know.
I'll have to have a look. Devilish Tacticos.
Have a look. And Rashmano comes in and say, "I've sent you another angle of that goal, Jarvis." Okay. Yes, but I don't know if I can share it. That's the biggest issue.
Yes. Let's have a look. See what people are saying. Catherine's in. Hi, Catherine. Dalot should go to Timbuktu and never play for us again. She also comes in and says De Ligt is an absolute unit at the back for us. Absolutely. Genghis Khan says no need for a step over. He had enough space. Absolutely. Danny B says Dalot needs to be sold in the summer while he still holds transfer value. Dave calls Dalot Julian Clary by the looks of it. Julian Clary wiggling his hips. Let's have a look. Bruno's got 16 of the season. That was Bruno's 16th, according to Neil. I haven't got a dog, Trev, but you're quite right. I could barely step over the dog at my age. You're absolutely right. Boxing straight talk. Dalot practices some step overs in the mirror every evening, and Avutinator has corroborated that. 16 goals and 15 assists. Wow. 2 goals and 2 assists for Portugal so far. Great return. Absolutely brilliant return. Well, talking about a true legend here, Genghis. Kamchelskis wouldn't pull off that fan step over, head down, whip the crossing. Absolutely right. Bit of a question here. Do you guys think we can win the Europa League? Lazio and Bilbao are favourites. I think Lazio got spanked, didn't they? Was it 4-0 just recently?
Yes, they are not in their best shape. No,
not in the best shape, are they? Bilbao.
Not Lazio. It's Lyon. We are meeting Lyon.
Pretty sure. Yeah, we're meeting Lyon, but I think Simba's saying that Lazio and Bilbao are favourites.
No, Lazio are meeting Bodø/Glimt.
No, he's saying they're favourites.
Bodø/Glimt is massive. They're really good.
I've got a feeling Lazio got spanked, didn't they? Today? Did they play today, Lazio? Oh, let's have a look.
Lazio.
Let's have a look. Lazio got spanked 5-0 by Bologna today. Inter back on top. They beat Atalanta 2-0. They're back on top. So Napoli, who were
Inzaghi, he's a master.
Yeah, interesting that Napoli, who were quite a bit ahead, weren't they? Have obviously fallen behind Inter. So Inter are 3 points clear, and they beat Atalanta. Bologna are decent though; they're 4th at the minute. Bologna, Lazio are 6 on 51 points.
But the big disappointment must be Juventus. They brought in Thiago Motta, the master.
Oh, massive! They got beaten today as well.
Yeah.
Let's have a quick look. Catherine, you've started a couple of questions. Okay.
Yeah. I just want to take this one from Danny first, because Danny, how's your fantasy going this year? Well, I'm just checking because I captained Bruno on this round because Salah was playing the League Cup final, so I ended on 63 points this week, so I'm quite happy. But total, let's see my total. I'm in overall rank 1,430,000. So I'm not doing particularly well, I must say. So Danny, how's your fantasy going? Let me know.
Just a
But
very quick piece of sports
I
news.
haven't played many chips. I still have my triple captain left, so could be.
Britain's Jack Draper apparently has won an Indian Wells 6-2 over Denmark's Holger Rune, which is good for Jack Draper. He's a good little player. So I don't know a lot about tennis. If John Silk was in the chat, he'd be able to tell you a bit more about him because he has a tennis channel. And of course, the F1 started today, didn't it, in Australia? Don't know whether you all saw it. Lando Norris, victorious. Melbourne, yeah. Lando Norris was victorious in the wet. He wouldn't have won that last year. That would have been probably Verstappen, and Hamilton finished 9th, I think, or 10th. Poor effort by Hamilton. Yeah,
what's going on with Hamilton?
He was crying. He's in a Ferrari. He doesn't know what to do with it. Zimba says he's got 60 points this week in the Fantasy League. Danny, let's have a look. Danny got 59. It was poor, Trev. I won't talk too much about it, but it was very, very poor. He reckons he couldn't get to grips with the car. It was trying to throw him in the wall. It's a poor excuse. It's kind of my excuse on a Saturday afternoon for Tipton, Trev, that one.
Did we take this question from Catherine? He said, do you guys think we can beat Forest and City in the two games coming up? I think we have, let's see.
We got Forest first, haven't we? Forest first, and then we got City. City away, Forest at home.
We have Forest away and City
away at Forest,
and Newcastle away after that. So we have 3 tough games coming up.
I think, I think we'll win the derby. I think we'll beat City. I do. I really do. Forest is, I hate to say it, I think Forest is probably a step too far for us at the moment. Mm-hmm. They're a really, really good side for us. And all there, there's no fluke that they're third.
No.
It's no fluke. These guys are solid. Morgan Gibbs-Wise, Hudson-Odoi, Chris Wood, whether we like Chris Wood or not, they've been on absolute fire. They've got a brilliant keeper in Sells. You like their centre half, don't you, Jarvis? They're a very good team. Forest are. It'll be if we got a draw at the City ground, I think that'd be brilliant. But I think we beat City. Yeah, I do. I definitely think we beat City for sure. What about you, Jarvis?
Yeah, Forest are not in their best shape. They won their 2 last games, but when you go in their last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 last 7 games, they have 3 wins. So, in the league. But I think it's a tough team to beat, and I think when we meet them, they will just sit back, relax, and we will have to break them down.
I think
it will be difficult.
And then we've got to go up to Newcastle as well, haven't we? So that's going to be a tricky.
Yeah.
Tricky.
There will be all of them will be hangover, party.
Yeah, they'll be pissed. By the time we get up there, they'll still be drinking. We'll be fine against Newcastle. We'll put Dan Burn on a marshmallow stick. We'll roast him. So I'd love us to beat Forest. I just don't think we're equipped this season.
Elanga is doing well.
Elanga, Chris Woods.
Do you remember, Stu, a couple of years back when you were on All for United? I was in the chat. I talked about Elanga.
Yes.
For me, I think he was the biggest talent of the wingers that we had that time.
He was at that time.
Of the youngsters. You didn't agree. All of you guys on the panel said that Elanga and I wasn't good enough. But for me, when I see football, the Premier League football, when they're younger, I think physicality means so much now in the Premier League.
Yeah,
it's so important, and if you don't have the physicality, you will struggle.
I think at that particular time, he'd lost his way. He'd found his way at the beginning of the season, and he'd lost his way part of the way through. And there was a consequence of a number of things. Our actual 11, our starting 11 was not at its best, and B, I always thought he was very Garnacho-esque, tried to get his head down, but just had no delivery. Now you're seeing a different type of player, a matured player. He fits into a unit, this particular Forest unit, very, very well. And he utilises the ball very, very well. He thinks before he acts, whereas when he was playing with us, he acted before he thought. Very, very Garnacho. That was my take on him at that particular time.
But the thing is, I think he, as you said, he has matured. He
Very,
plays it
very
very simple, and I think he would be perfect as a wing back in this Amarim system.
Oh, he'd fit us right now. He'd fit us brilliantly. He would be superb for us. He really, really would. He's got that fire in his belly, but he's got an intelligence about him that he just didn't have when he was playing with us. And I think that's really quite interesting to see. And Trevor says maybe he's better off at a club like Forest is at Manchester United. And some players are, aren't they? You know, Welbeck in particular has flourished at Brighton, absolutely flourished, and still playing some great football. And I think perhaps Alanga fits into that category.
But this is a good comment. I like this. He needs space to run into. He's not a good against low blocks. And I think that was his issue at Man United.
But we won't low block. You know, Amarim won't do that. He won't allow it. You know he won't, Jarvis. And so I think we're going to be for a long afternoon on that one, pal, I have to say. But, you know, we've got a couple of weeks. Amarim, you know, could study them. He's got that fortunate partner who can study Forest for a couple of weeks now. Look, the good thing about the Forest situation is, to them, it doesn't matter if they lose. They're almost guaranteed top 4, aren't they?
Yeah,
they're almost guaranteed top 4. So
I think so. Let's have a look at the Premier League table how it stands now. It's at the moment. Let's see. And now we are 1 hour 30 minutes into the show, so it's not long before we'll wrap it up.
Forest are on 54 points. You got Chelsea, City, So Arsenal, don't forget though, Arsenal are only on 58. So, you know, Forest have got a chance to come second, but you know, for Forest to finish either second, third, or fourth, that's a win all day long. It doesn't matter to them.
But you have Man City. They could go on a winning streak, like the remainder of the games, 8-9 games.
City are finished now. They're done. I think they're done. You know, when you look at Bournemouth, Villa, Fulham, Brighton, all really good sides. We'll finish above Palace and Brentford for sure. I think we're going to finish 11th. I think that's the best we can do. I can't see Bournemouth losing many points. Villa, Fulham. I mean, Fulham have come from nowhere this year.
But look at Bournemouth. They are in dodgy shape now. They have 3 losses in the last 4 in the Prem.
Yeah, but they're still what, 7 points clear of us? Are they 7 points clear of us?
Yeah.
And they've got you know, I don't know what their fixture list is like. You know, Brighton should have beaten City, by the way. Did you not see the chance towards the end where he skied it? So Brighton should have beaten City. You know, Brentford and Brighton and Bournemouth, it was a really good game. Really good game. Wister's header was tremendous, wasn't it? So I don't see us finishing higher than 11th.
No,
could be wrong.
Neither do I. But we have to. Is it 8th or 9th to get Conference League?
We need to. I think it's. Well, are we guaranteed 5th? Does 5th guarantee Champions League this year?
Yes, most likely, because the British teams are way up
so
in the ranking.
Just say 5th, then you've got 6th and 7th Europa, 8th and 9th Conference.
Yeah.
So, but I think our best way is to win the Europa League.
Yeah, because Newcastle get the Conference League spot by winning the League Cup.
Yeah, the Carabao Cup, they get the spot anyway, don't they? So
yeah. But if they qualify
they're
in the league,
they're in the Europa League anyway, so it'll go down to Villa. But Villa could well You know, I mean, Villa got PSG. Don't forget.
Could we theoretically take Fulham, Villa, and Bournemouth? 45, 45, 44. We are on 37. So let's say in 3 games' time, if we win the next 3, we are on 9. We are on 30, 46 then.
Yeah, but if we lose against Forest, if we lose against either Forest or Newcastle or City, then we're just not catching those. I think 11th is the best we will do. Could be wrong, but that's what I predict.
It's interesting. Let's say what's the
Jarvis,
chat
Jarvis, like I always say, isn't it? You get 4 yards ahead of somebody, and if you're the same pace as them, you're not closing those 4 yards back. Now, Bournemouth, Brighton, Fulham, they've been consistent, haven't they? Whether we like it or not, they've been consistent. They've been more consistent than we have because of where we are.
Yeah, you are right, Stu. You are totally right, and I agree. It will be tough for us to get those points. They say you can gain 1 point each round. So if they're if they're 7 points ahead, it will take 7 rounds to take that lead back.
Exactly right.
Winning streak. So it will be tough. Most likely impossible. Genghis Khan comes in and say Amarim might surprise you. We actually are the underdogs against Forest away, and they need the points. I'm not saying play total defensive football, but he'll set us up to not get beat.
I think it'll be an interesting game. I don't think it'll be a question of we'll get absolutely battered there, but I think it'll be a very, very interesting game. It'll be tough for us. Our ball retention and our short game will have to be on point. Because they're very quick all over a lot, they're quick over the park. Hudson-Odoi is very quick, as we know. Morgan Gibbs-White, very quick, as we know. Alanga's quick. They're quick over the park, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah. Stu, we are on 59 likes. So, guys, if you haven't liked, we need just one more, and we will end on 60.
60 likes, come on.
Yes. And I see Antaya Simba comes in and say we have Bournemouth away, Jarvis, and that's a horrible away. Yes,
tough one again. Tough one.
Andoni Iraola is
brilliant. You see, that isn't ridiculous, because with the games we got coming up, we could slide down the league before we actually move again.
And I would say end of April, beginning of May, we will probably be more focused on Europa League anyway.
Yeah.
So we
interesting.
just rotate a lot in the remainder of the league games. And
that's what Mark's saying. Mark's saying that. I think we'll go out at all win the Europe. I agree. I think Europa League's the play for us.
Big up, Mark. And
Jan, sorry. We both did that at the same time. You think so? Finish 8? Well, why not? Why not?
This is from the west coast of Norway, Jarlem. I mean, they are almost always too optimistic.
Yeah. And Wizard says, it doesn't matter if you draw your remaining PL matches. United will win the Europa League if they do it in 90 minutes. I think we'll win the Europa League. I do, actually. I think we'll get to the final. Tottenham lost again. Tottenham lost again today, didn't they? Fulham beat Tottenham 2-0 or 1-0, something like that.
But I think Bilbao will be the team to beat in the semi-final. I think we can do Lyon, but Bilbao, that will be the toughest test over them all.
But that's what you want, though, Jarvis. As a footballer, you want the tough tests. You want to go. I want us to go to Bilbao's backyard and beat them.
Yeah.
I do. That's always gives me the fizz in football, to go away into somebody's backyard and beat them.
It's a semi-final, but the final will be in Bilbao. They are sitting currently 4th in the Spanish league.
They're a good side.
Yeah. And they have a lot of decent players. They have Nico Williams. We all know him. Inaki Williams.
Yeah.
Unai Simon, as we mentioned. They have...
Bilbao beat Sevilla today, didn't they? 1-0.
Yeah. A lot of solid players in this team.
Betis won again. 3-2.
Yeah.
He didn't score, by the way, today. He's banned, isn't he? Suspended, isn't he, for Anthony? Anthony suspended. Didn't he get sent off the other week? I think he's suspended.
Anthony, yeah. I don't know.
Atleti, right? 14.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Rich is in the house. Big up, guys. Big up,
Big up Rich. Big up Rich. Great logo there, Rich. Great logo.
Seen it before.
We have seen it.
Yeah, I think that wraps up the show. I'm 170 people watching on Twitter and YouTube, and one guy is watching on Twitch. Fantastic! It's been a good show. It's been if you haven't smashed a like, if you haven't subscribed, it's time to subscribe. We are on our way to 700 subscribers. Currently 617. So we are gaining 1, 2, 3 subscribers every show. So it's good. It's positive. And yeah. So if you haven't, please subscribe. And Stu and I will be back with more breakdowns and technical breakdowns. And tomorrow we will be Jarvis's Corner as usual. Monday nights at 9 p.m. panel show. I will see who we can get on. Maybe I can call Andy Tate or.
The Butinator says 60 likes.
Oh, that's good. That's good. We leave on a high note.
Thank you.
Trevor comes in as a great show. Jarvis, to just brush up a little on your tactics, and we will be good.
We'll do. We'll try our best. Anthony's red was rescinded apparently, so he would have played today.
Okay.
So, hold on. Genghis Khan says got an assist. Anthony got an assist.
Yeah, he's assisted the assist.
Assisted the assist. Lovely.
Well, it's good. It's good.
And you've been noticed on Twitch. Throw up your Twitch link before you leave. Yeah, they don't like they don't like us old ones on Twitch, are
they? Where is the Twitch link? It's just Twitch Tactical Devils.
It's just Twitch Tactical Devils. Yeah.
We are currently 4 followers.
No, I'm one of them, I think. Yeah, we're on Twitch at the minute. Look, this is us on Twitch at the minute. I don't know if anyone's watching us on Twitch.
I'm leaving a comment right now. Oh, yeah, here you see. Big up from Twitch.
Big up from Twitch.
Yeah, nice. Well, it's been a good show. I'm glad you all had the time to tune in. It's Sunday night. Work day, another week. Tomorrow night, Jarvis's Corner will be good. We are going into a international break now. It will be a long time until the next game. So if you guys have any suggestions for content, if there's anything tactical breakdowns you want us to do, leave a comment in the non-live sections after the show, and give me some tips and hints for what you would like to see from us going forward, because now we have to create some unique content, not just sitting here and talking about the last game. So it will be nice to get some pointers and tips from you guys. It will be great. So guys, leave a comment in the non-live section. Leave give us a thumbs up in the like section, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. It's been a good show. Yalam Almin and Taya Simba, Boxing Straight Talk, Trevor Wade, who else are here? Mark Landrich with all his comments.
All the new members. Thank you again, the legend Rushmano for 5. Mark, thank you ever so much as well for your super chat. Thank you, Mark. We very, 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 very much appreciate that. Jarvis is right. If you've got anything you'd like us to discuss, anything you'd like to see us do a little bit differently, please let us know. We're learning as we go along. We enjoy it every time. The community is growing. It's absolutely brilliant. But please, if you don't like what we're doing or you want us to change something, please let us know.
Yes. So yeah, it's been a good live. Thank you, Genghis Khan, Yale, everybody. Vincent Bullock, big up, and Nash, great show. Thank you, Nash.
Cheers,
Catherine, all of you guys. I'm so happy. I'm so blessed that you guys are here. You are the show, the community, the devilish tacticos. So thank you, everybody. It's 1 hour 49 minutes. Been a great show. Thank you, everybody, and have a good night. Bye.
Take care,
Bye.
guys. Take care. Take care.